Yesterday we had our weekly staff meeting. We have weekly staff meetings every Monday, and in preparation I pull the arrest records for the city of Scottsdale. So every week every Monday they publish the arrest records from the week before, and it's just astounding how many people get arrested or cited for an offense in Scottsdale for all different types of things. I think the one that I pulled yesterday was 23 pages, and each page maybe 8 to 10 people, so approximately 200 people a week get arrested in Scottsdale or cited. And we see the typical charges like DUI is a typical charge, assault, disorderly conduct, criminal trespassing. But one of the charges that I'm seeing more and more that I historically have not seen is what they call criminal littering. And we represent people all over the state of Arizona, and I found that Scottsdale issues citations for offenses that are not necessarily criminalized in other jurisdictions. And criminal littering is under the Scottsdale City Ordinance. And all the offenses under the Scottsdale City Ordinance state that ordinance are misdemeanors. And so if you're charged with criminal littering, even though it falls under the Scottsdale Ordinance, not under the Arizona Revised Statute, which is the Arizona law, you are still being charged with a misdemeanor. It's ridiculous. And then some of the fact patterns, the reasons why we're seeing people charged with criminal littering is because maybe they were consuming alcohol in public and they put their can down, they threw their can down. We've seen some overly aggressive police officers cite criminal littering for throwing a cigarette out. So actions that are taking place in Scottsdale at night, which if you were to ask me, or if I was making the Scottsdale City Code, I would say, look, that's no big deal. They're criminalized in Scottsdale when they're not criminalized in other places. And so if you're doing your research, you may find, and I wrote a blog about this, so I'll put the link at the bottom of in this YouTube, and then vice versa, I'll put this vlog in my blog. But you may, if you're charged with criminal littering, you may have come across something called a diversion program. And some jurisdictions have a diversion program. Scottsdale does have a diversion program, but it's important to know that the diversion program it's only for certain offenses. So depending on the type of drug paraphernalia, diversion program eligible. Depending on the blood alcohol content, for minor and consumption of alcohol, eligible. Domestic violence, which, go figure, eligible. But for things like urinating in public and criminal littering, it's a black and white issue. You're not eligible for a diversion program. So the point is, once you're charged with criminal littering, the misdemeanor conviction will be on your record if you do nothing. I can tell you, our lawyers are in Scottsdale court every single day of the week. We know the ins and outs of Scottsdale court. We can prevent you from having a criminal conviction on your record. So for a little bit of money, hire our law office. We'll represent you for criminal littering. We'll prevent you from having the criminal conviction on your record. Money well spent. It's a huge investment in your future for not having the misdemeanor conviction on your record. So give us a call. Even if you don't hire us, call me for free advice, 602-980-1987. Just based off our 15-minute conversation, I guarantee you'll find out why we are rated one of the top law firms in Arizona. 602-980-1987.